Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of House of the Dragon. Today, we'll be watching episode 9 of season 1, The Green Council. Well, this only means one thing. It is the High Towers taking over the council now that Viserys is dead. And I have to say, that was one of the most moving, phenomenal performance that I have seen anyone give a character. And even though I've only known Viserys in a matter of just a couple of episodes, and that too we've seen him deteriorating in health. For him to be capturing my heart in just that one episode just is a true testament to their acting, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm so happy that Viserys went in a way where his last words were "my love," and I am 100% sure he was calling out to his ex, the only love of his life, Emma. And I am now very curious to see what the this episode will be, mostly because now that Rhaenyra is the next in line to the throne, how is this going to work? Because she was on her way to Dragonstone the last we saw, and from what Alicent was compiling from the last speech that Viserys gave in the end on his deathbed, was something to do with a song of ice and fire and Aegon's dream, and she is misinterpreting for her Aegon, whereas he was mentioning it for Rhaenyra's Aegon. It's all so Chinese whispers basically. So now we have to see how it works with Alicent, because now this means that she is 100% convinced this is exactly what she was almost made to do. And now that now that she's thinking this prophecy or whatever this dream is that she's assuming is for her own son, I'm pretty sure the friendship that I thought was going to reignite will 100% it will extinguish in a matter of seconds, I feel, in the start of this, at least part of this episode. So let's find out what happens in this episode. But King Viserys, that was a phenomenal way to end a wonderfully powerful, strong character, and I wish we could see more of him, but well, what to do, we have to move on. And I am ready to see what happens in this episode, because it's called The Green Council, which only means trouble. So let's not wait any further, let's get right to it and see what the High Towers are up to now that Viserys is gone. It's got a very light green vintage color on it also. Is he informing the king is dead? Yeah, because that's Tyler. Tyler?
You're sure? With his own eyes, Your Grace. Stay here. Tell no one. Help me dress.
Well, your dream has come true there, Otto. The king is finally dead.
Who knows?
I saw him last night. Before he...
Oh no.
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king. Uttered with his own lips. His last words to me, and I was the only one to hear it. And now he's dead.
Sorry.
What is it that could not have waited an hour?
This is
Was Dawn in
Tylen. My fault. Well, it was Jason.
The king is dead. We grieve for Viserys the Peaceful, our friend. With his last breath, he impressed upon the queen his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
There are 2 among the captains of the City Watch that remain loyal to Daemon. Let us replace them. Lord Lannister.
The treasury is well in hand. The gold will be divided for safekeeping.
Let ravens be sent to our allies, Riverrun and Highgarden.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly
To install my son without me?
To hear that you are plotting to replace the king's chosen heir with an impostor.
His firstborn son is hardly an impostor.
Hundreds of lords and landed knights swore fealty to the
That was
princess.
20 years ago. Most of them are now dead.
You heard the Lord Hand, plot or no. The king changed his mind.
I have known Viserys longer than any who sit at this table, and I will not believe that he said this on his deathbed alone with only the boy's mother as a witness. Which of you here can swear that he died of his own accord?
Which of us are you accusing of regicide, Lord Beesbury?
Whether it was one of you or all of you, I care not. I will have no part.
Oh my freaking! What the hell? Oh my god, this guy's lost his plot.
I am your Lord Commander, Sir Kristen. Cast down your sword.
I will not suffer insults to Her Grace the Queen.
There was no insult to me, Sacris. You put aside your blade.
Let us have Lord Beesbury removed.
No. The door remains shut until we finish our business.
Oh, this is gonna be hard to watch. Okay. Woo! Alright, buckle up me.
We may not assume the loyalty of Lord Boris, but he has 4 daughters, all of them unmarried. The right proposal...
What of Rhaenyra?
The former heir cannot, of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim.
You mean to imprison her?
She and her family will be given the opportunity to publicly swear obeisance to the new king.
She will never bend the knee. Nor will Daemon, which you know. You plan to kill them.
It is unsavory, yes. But a sacrifice we must make to secure Aegon's succession. And then there is Daemon to consider. The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did
unsavory...
not wish for the murder of his daughter. He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
And yet...
One more word and I'll have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
What do you suggest, Your Grace?
Time is of the essence.
Harold is like having a hard time himself being there.
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
Are you serious? Oh! Graham McTavish! That's exactly the man I know you
The King's
to
Guard.
be.
I recognize no authority but the King's. I have no place here.
Oh my god. Barristan Selmy 3.0. I mean, Barristan Selmy is him 2.0.
It is our fate, I think, to crave always what is given to another.
Where is Aegon?
Not here.
He's not in his rooms.
What's happened?
Your father has died, and your husband, the brother, must now be king. Now that's what's happened, darling Helena.
Your father.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
Oh, my dearest love.
What beast is she on about? Enters. Wow.
Where's the prince?
Forgive me, Lord Hand. I do not know.
Well, you're sworn to protect him.
He exploits his authority to order me away, and then he evades me, my lord. Believe he may have left the keep secretly.
Take no one else but your brother. And remove your white cloaks. None can know who you are or what you seek. Including the Queen.
My lord.
Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
What the hell?
What is the meaning of this? God.
What's happening? Why are they imprisoning Talia?
Prince Aegon's not to be found within the castle walls, Your Grace. Your father has sent Sir Eric into the city to find him.
Sir Eric knows Aegon, he has the advantage. Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it.
Well, there are 2 separate messages.
Everything you feel for me,
as your queen.
I will not fail you.
Oh, so is this...
I'll come with you.
Is this
That
a
would not be
thing?
my desire if anything has happened.
Cole needs me, Mother. So Eric isn't the only one who knows Aegon's doings.
Look at the way he's walking. Oh my god, I think this is the perfect casting for Aemon. I really love his character. I'm not gonna lie.
Aegon brought me to the Street of Silk on my 13th name day. It was his duty as my brother, he said, to ensure I was as educated as he was. At least that's what I understood him to mean. He said time to get it wet.
Every woman is an image of the mother, to be spoken of with reverence.
Says him who calls Rhaenyra the idiot.
And describe him.
That is a delicate matter. You see, the man we seek is the young Prince Aegon. I may trust, I hope, in the discretion of your trade.
The prince is not here. He does not frequent the Street of Silk. His tastes are known to be less discriminating.
Meaning what?
Meaning what? Yes.
I wish you luck, good sir. How you've grown.
Wow.
Viserys amended his wishes. It's as simple as that. You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king. You'll not leave this room without declaring your intention.
This guy. Either death. That's not much of a choice.
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
Ooh. We've got a Randall Tarly 2.0, babes.
Anyone else?
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Very well.
Long live the king.
Well, you two would work very well. These two would, I'm telling you, they would cross world domination and enter the world. Lars Strong and Otto Hightower. Wow.
Seems you were mistaken as to Aegon's habits.
He could be in the hands of mercenaries on a ship to Yee.
Yee.
He could be dead.
Let us hope for your mother's sake that is not the case.
Down!
How old are they? About 10 years, I should say. They have them grow the nails and file the teeth. Makes them more formidable. Prince Aegon spends many a night in this place. Do you see now what he is? You've not seen everything. Aegon, one of many I'd wager.
Holy mother of... What is that? What is that nails thing?
Ever the good soldier in search of a wastrel who's never taken half an interest in his birthright. It is I, the younger brother, who studies history and philosophy. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be...
King.
I know what it is to toil for what others are freely given.
We are decent men with no taste for depravity. His secrets are his own. He's welcome to them. I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
Something must be done. Aegon is unfit to rule. He tolerated the prince's proclivities for years. Because it was our sworn duty, Eric, it's for the hand to find wisdom. We swore an oath of service until death.
A moment of your time, my lords. I can take you to Prince Aegon.
Oh.
Rather, I'm sent by one who knows where he is. I'll tell you, for a price.
Deliver him, and we'll consider your price.
My mistress will not treat with the servants of the keep.
Ah.
Exalted though they may be. She trusts this to the hand of the king only.
The
Impossible.
Oh mon Dieu, lady. Oh mon Dieu.
I think he will wish to hear what the White Worm can tell him.
Yeah.
On the
was fleeing from the gate. A warning for the princess, I'd wager.
I have no love for the princess.
And where were you going then with such urgency? Let the king's justice take him.
Let go of me!
You did well, Morlax.
There's no reason those hours could not in the end benefit you.
Right. Littlefinger and Tywin Lannister. Quite the quick cry there, babes. So it's a quick one, and then let's just get back to business.
My sincerest regrets for the lack of ceremony.
The king. And you're usurping the throne.
It was my husband's dying wish. Believe it or no, it is of no consequence. Aegon will be king. House Velaryon has long allied itself with the Princess Rhaenyra, and what has it gained you? Your daughter dead? Alone in Pentos? Your son cuckolded? Rhaenyra's heirs are none of yours. It is your husband who grasps so heedlessly for the throne, and even he has abandoned you. Gone these 6 long years to fight a desperate battle, returning grievously, if not mortally wounded, leaving the Lady of Driftmark to chart her course alone.
The word of my house is not fickle.
You, more than any soul alive, understand what I say now. Princess Rhaenys, I loved my husband, but I will speak the truth we both know. You should have been queen. The Iron Throne was yours by blood and by temperament. Viserys would have lived his days a country lord, content to hunt and study his histories, but here we are. We do not rule, but we may guide the men that do, away from violence and sure destruction, and instead toward peace.
It's in the name of peace that you've imprisoned me. And what of my dragon?
If we are overmatched, Rhaenyra will be tempted to strike us and war will ensue. Without your dragon, she may be persuaded to negotiate. If it's Driftmark you want, you shall have it. For you and your granddaughters to pass on as you see fit.
You are wiser than I believed you to be, Alicent Hightower.
A true queen counts the cost to her people.
And yet you toil still in service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
Wow.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Ring the bell when you have an answer.
Oh, ring the bell. My God. Bells are dangerous in this family. Do not ring no bells. Bells means go ahead with whatever shitty plan you have. Oh mon dieu! Oh mon
You
dieu!
yourself are the mysterious white worm, I take it.
You do not remember her!
Or are you simply a further peel in this stinking onion?
My condolences on the passing of your king. I thought the prince is in Flea Bottom where no one is to be trusted. I'd best secrete him somewhere safe, in case they come looking for him.
Where's the prince?
He is safely tucked away.
Safely tucked away?
I want an end to the savage use of children in Flea Bottom. They're forced to fight and worse. You gold cloaks take the bribes given them to look away. You install your grandson on the throne. Remember, it was me who put him there. I could have killed him as easily as a wasp on fruit.
Wow.
There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
Power is power.
I will remember.
Was it that easy though?
Where is the white worm?
She sold you for a price.
And why have you paid it?
Your grandfather, the Hand, will meet you outside the city walls. You flee while all the men die seeking Aegon.
You
He's not fit to be king. Wow, look at you two ballerinas.
I was hoping you disappeared.
Is our father truly dead?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And they're going to make you king.
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited. You get no argument from me. Let me go. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
Oh, well, he wants
The
that.
Queen awaits.
He wants that. Aemon wants that. Yeah, that's his desire. Interesting scene.
Well played.
None of this is a game.
And yet you treat it as one. A charming contest that prize a pouch of silver. We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we both desire. Whatever our differences, our hearts remain as one.
Yeah, this is...
Our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been a piece that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Would you have desired it otherwise?
How could I know? I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want. A debt you are happy enough to pay.
A sacrifice. A sacrifice made for the stability of the realm. No king has ever lived that hasn't had to forfeit the lives of a few to protect the many, though I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness. I like how they're gone. We'll proceed now as I see fit.
Yeah, that's how...
We will send terms to Rhaenyra on Dragonstone. True terms, such that she may accept without shame.
If she lives, her allies will mass behind her banners, looking for her return.
Then she must not return. Criston Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard. My son will be anointed tomorrow at dawn. The whole of King's Landing must witness his ascent. He will assume authority. There will be no more dithering. My son will take the crown of his namesake, the Conqueror, and carry Blackfire, his sword. Let the people remember the ancient strength of House Targaryen.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
Certain lights, okay.
The hour is late, Lord Larys.
I found out something you should know.
Yes, what is it?
Have you asked yourself, I wonder, how it is that your father, the Hand, found Aegon first?
He's playing both sides. He's playing both sides. Oh, God.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Along its threads travels news of all our doings. Your father knows this, but has left it in place. Feed the weaver.
And this weaver watches me.
What is happening with the feet? I just realized. What the freak? Oh no, my God, this is absolutely disgusting.
One of the little spiders is your lady in waiting.
Talia.
There are more like her. Even I do not know their number. There is one way to destroy his advantage. It must be taken out at the head. When the queen dies, the bees fly without purpose.
I assume this task falls within your expertise.
No. Oh, no, come on. No, this is too much. Innocent. Oh, my. Oh, the disgusting idiot. See how much she's actually in a prison, bending to the will of men. Alicent.
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
Wow! Kingsguard has been, the oaths have been long gone since the dawn of time. What the hell happened? Oh my. my god, it's this guy. Oh. Ah, isn't he the guy that that introduced or like welcomed Rhaenyra? I just realized. I've not seen her dragon at all. For a fact, I don't even know what her dragon's name is.
Where are we? Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
Blackwater. Lord have mercy.
I won't leave, Melees. If I could get to the dragon pit, then...
No, they'll expect you there, Princess. You won't get past the gates. No, come. You must make for the riverfront and find a ship. Before they know you've gone. This way.
Well, you are with the King's Guard, so that means you are important, right? What's happening? Oh, the crown is black also.
Have the decency to look grateful. Do you know what has been done to give you this day? In an hour you will be king.
And my father never wanted this.
As much.
He had 20 years to name the heir and never did. Steadfastly he upheld Rhaenyra's claim.
So smart.
He could have, but he never did.
That's so true.
Because he didn't like me.
I don't know that.
And yet, with his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place for the throne.
Alison, miscommunication. Oh my god.
Do not toy with me, Mother.
I speak the truth. Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. You must reject this counsel. You must not rule with cruelty and callousness. For all her faults, she is your sister, you're your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You endlessly.
Wow. I think that means, I guess, she loves her. I mean, she loves him. Sorry. Oh, you're going to the dragon pit. That's where she said her dragon was, right? Or did I mishear that? Oh my god, look at the dragon pit. That's insane.
People of King's Landing, today is the saddest of days. Our beloved King, Viserys the Peaceful, is dead. But it is also the most joyous of days. He whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
This is not clear. He's getting a Narnia entrance, that's what's happening.
It is your great good fortune and privilege to be here to witness this. A new day for our city. A new day for our realm.
Well, your wish has come true, babes.
May the warrior give him courage. May the smith lend strength to his sword and shield. May the Father defend him in his need. May the crone lift her shining lamp and light his way to wisdom.
Very interesting to see this side of how the common people are watching the name day. Crown of the Conqueror. Oh, so that's Aegon's. Oh, the actual Aegon's. My goodness. Oh, Aemond.
Let the seven bear witness. Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
Oh my. They all hate that.
All hail his grace, Aegon, second of his name, King of the Andals and the Rhaenyra and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm.
My goodness. Joffrey, calm down. Well, people are cheering for him. What's wrong in feeling it? What the hell just happened? Oh my god! I'm assuming this is Rhaenys babes! Woo! Babes!
Open the door!
Oh! What? Oh my god. What was that? That was absolutely insane. I cannot believe the way she just entered with her dragon, and if there is no clearer way to express that she is not with the High Towers, I think this is the way to go, because that was pretty plain crystal clear. Count me out of this bullshit plan that Aegon is the king. Wow. But did you see when Alicent, when Rhaenys' dragon came out, which by the way I'll check what it is, immediately you see that she says get Helena to Kristen, and but not Aemond, and then she's protecting Aegon. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? She was shielding Aegon because he's now the king. But she told Kristen to get Helena. Is it because she's not a dragon? Like she can be killed because of fire? Whereas Aemond won't? Is that something that has already been tested or something like that? Because she doesn't say Aemond's name. Just Helena, which is very interesting to think about it. And the way that she was ready to die with, like, the question where Aegon was like, do you love me? And then she calls him, you imbecile. And then, like, it's almost like as if, why would you even ask this question? You know how much I love you, sort of, an answer. and then you see she's shielding her son like in front of the king, whether it be the king or the son, or whether she has more the fact that it's the king rather than the son, but I would like to think, of course, it's her son, that's why she's in front of him. But it's of course a bit of both, and then it's the warning signal that like how Drogon literally screeches to all those in the, what's it called, the East, no, after the spoils of war, the East Watch, I think, the episode where she kills Randall Tarly. So before that, where he's like offering a choice, and then Drogon screeches, and then everyone bend the knee, sort of. It's almost like that. Let me type Rhaenys' dragon name. Meleys. So Princess Rhaenys' dragon is named Meleys, also known as the Red Queen. Okay, I've noted that down already. So the Red Queen. Wow, that's interesting because it almost has identical look to Daemon's dragon, which is also very interesting. That's really, really cool to think about. And then on top of that, the crown that was given to that was crowned, of course, to Aegon was the crown of the Conqueror. So I thought he'd have Aegon the Conqueror's name as like the title, but he's actually got the crown of, that was the descent of the ancestors, and then he'd have the, what's it called, Blackfire as well. Oh wow, that's so interesting. That's really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was really very enjoyable to a fact that you could see how hard it is to actually see it from the perspective of the High Towers, because they're doing their own thing. You're almost like going as a one-way approach where you are like, I feel team Rhaenyra and Daemon, all the way. But it's a very unfortunate incident where why wouldn't Alicent not, she would of course in that moment, because he's almost dying, think that it was her son, like their son that they were talking about. So I understand why she thought it was her Aegon, but actual Aegon was so smart to think that he had 20 years to name him heir, but he didn't. And I don't know about the fact that if he didn't love him enough, or maybe he loved his daughter more, because you could see he preferred or he sided with her on so many things. But the fact that he was really very well thought in his thinking, like he could have really easily named me, and literally on his dying day he names me the heir to the Iron Throne without any witnesses and just the word of the Queen's mother. Like, that is so speculative, and that's something I thought that Alicent would, maybe not actually, because knowing that Alicent has always had that one goal that Aegon should be, she's always been grooming and waiting for this day subconsciously, whether she played the part or not, which we know she has been playing the game. But at the same time, when in that moment your husband is dying, husband the king dying, husband says Aegon is the true heir, his dream and all that, the Valyrian steel, the blade and everything, I understand how she would misinterpret that and not think about Rhaenyra, because, well, why would she? Because he didn't really specify that he didn't say Rhaenyra, or I don't know if he said Rhaenyra's name, or because she did say it's Alicent, right? So yeah, that's very interesting. I now want to see how this plays out for the next episode, because what's Rhaenyra going to think? I mean, kudos to Alicent, yeah, like with all the vipers that are all around her, even in the freaking Green Council when Criston lost his plot and killed Lord Beesbury just like that, smashed his head. Oh my god, like he is absolutely insane. I don't understand. I mean, he's like almost becoming, like I I'm pretty sure there has to be there is some kind of connection between him and Alicent. There has to be something going on. If not, because they have that, she's the one that stopped him from committing suicide. Not suicide. Was it suicide? No. He was about to kill himself, right? I think he was about to kill himself with a sword, his own sword, after Rhaenyra, didn't want to marry him and whatnot. But still, like, that connection, that bond that he has for the queen, it's almost like, who would do that if not, if not for loyalty, yes, but also for the fact that you may have real true feelings. He's choosing his women wrong, babes. He's all wrong. He is in the wrong path and he needs to get a grip. He's acting like a little boy who has no idea. He was like thinking with his teeny weeny rather than his mind. So, yeah, but that has resulted in him killing one of the members of the Green Council, which is a very fitting title for this episode because we didn't see anyone from the actual Targaryen, Daemon or, what's her name? Rhaenyra or any one of that. But that's very interesting. But yeah, then, I wrote notes. Yes, so Viserys was called Viserys the Peaceful, which I really loved because I think that's a very apt and fitting sort of title for Viserys. It's very nice. Beesbury killed by Kristen Cole. I respect Sir Harold's decision in that moment to remove his white cloak. I mean, the meaning of white cloak has been tainted with this black smoke almost, like where people are just doing what they want because of the power is power. Exactly what Cersei Lannister says. So exploiting that power and just using it to your advantage, and that Otto Hightower's suggestion that, the cost of killing few people, it's a willing sacrifice. It's a sacrifice and it's for the duty of the realm. Maybe it is. I can't recall the lore as much, but I know that there is a lot of shit that happens post this timeline with these characters. So I know I can't, as I said, I can't remember anything. But I'm trying to avoid like trying to predict what would happen. It's more like I know that what Otto Hightower is saying in terms of, preventing bloodshed and slaughter of many millions of innocent civilians living in King's Landing, like what Daenerys does. It's better to kill one rather than, slaughter millions of innocent lives. So I understand his reasoning why he wants to kill. It's like, well, how they, how they would have if they had killed Daenerys, and maybe King's Landing shit would not have happened. But still, like, it's the way they handled her character, which I completely still hate. But in this regard, I understand where he's going with this, because what Alicent is trying to say is out of love for her friend, and she doesn't want that to happen as well. And reluctance to murder is not a weakness, which I agree as well. But it's almost as if, weirdly enough, I agree with Otto in a sense that he's trying to see the bigger picture and he's trying to prevent slaughter, and naming Aegon king right now is only going to cause what I assume would be the next war. And whatever that war is called, it's not going to end well for the innocents that are involved. So there will be dragons. I'm pretty sure the dragon will be like targeting only the family, but a lot of innocent people in that family will also be killed. So it's unnecessary, and I understand both sides to this, but yeah, every time a Targaryen is born, the dragons flip a coin. Well, there you go. So a lot of Targaryens have been born. How this is going, I know this is called, the post of this war is called Dance of the Dragons, right? I think that's the part of the lore which I really loved, and I thought that it was phenomenal in terms of explanation. So I think that's what that is, but I'm not going to look into it because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. So I'm going to stay very clueless to what the hell will happen in the future. But yeah, then the part where Helena she has 2 kids, right? We don't know the 2 kids' name with Aegon, and Aegon has plenty of bastards. She says that there is a beast beneath the boards, and then immediately Aemon comes in. That's impressive foreshadowing to whatever I feel will happen in the future. I guess it's something to do with him, I don't know, like maybe somehow making his way to the Iron Throne, or maybe it's like his relationship with, I guess, Daemon, or I'm no clue, but I feel like you could see that there was some sort of chemistry between him and Daemon in the previous episode. He stood down, like he was like that, and I was like, woo, phenomenal. I don't know what it is, but I'm very excited for that. But and then they locked, and the proposal that Alicent had for Rhaenys, and where she poked her sentiment, like a true G-spot in terms of questioning, like, have you never thought of yourself on the Iron Throne? And that was like a full long pause. Like, of course she has. Of course, anyone that's married to the person, if they are the consort to the person that's actually sitting on the throne, who wouldn't think about it? I mean, we know that Marjorie herself, she would always support Joffrey or Tommen or even Renly for that matter to do what they want to do as kings, because that's the way the world is. But secretly, she knew that she could always be queen, and that means that she's the queen of the person sitting on the Iron Throne. So that could almost be like a certain, you could say, guarantee. If at all she were to have like only girls or something, she would be the next in line. But I'm not sure. But you know, if you understand what I'm saying, like it's almost like a certain element of feeling that you'd have by being next to the Iron Throne, and the value that the Iron Throne has. And you could see even with Aegon, he didn't want it at all. He's like a Jon Snow 2.0 from the start, but then after that, slowly and gradually, the people, the crowd, that, like, you know, the ceremony itself, like people lining up for him, waiting for him, the public seeing him walk, and then his name day, seeing his family there, I guess, and then the main thing is the crown of Aegon the Conqueror, and he has the same name. So it's almost like what Varys says, like when Daenerys, she went in with Tyrion, I think, went in with 3 eggs, came out with 3 dragons. How can she not believe in destiny? It's almost like a very vanilla sort of alternative explanation to Aegon's side of things, where he's never wanted, but like, you know, now why he will only believe, like, his destiny is to be the king. It's like almost like that. But we know that some people will not accept that rule, so that's interesting. And you could see how many people immediately just bent the knee for Aegon's succession. So much for loyalty there, oath breakers, the lot of them. And then Aemon said that for all we know, that Aegon would have taken his ship to Yeti. Where the hell is Yeti? It's a very strange name. I've never heard of this, Yeti. Maybe across the Narrow Sea or something like that. And yeah, and what is this game about Flea Bottom where they grow nails and grow teeth and slaughter? What is that called? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I didn't even understand the point of it. Grooming them to be like what? Wendigos? It's so weird. I don't know. Like I felt that like that's if they're like regular children being put to the fight, then yes. But unless it's an actual thing that's known, that people groom children. Yes, I know there used to be like this before, but the teeth growing and the nails growing, I guess that's their weapons to, like, whatever, I don't know what that is anyway. But you could see there was one Aegon's bastard, and you could see Otto telling Eric and his brother to find Aegon and bring it to him and him only, and no, the queen shouldn't know. And then you see Kristen promising the queen that he would bring Aegon to him, and you could see the chemistry between them. It's almost like a lot of kaboom happened between them. And then you see, oh mon Dieu lady, let me type her name, I feel very bad. What is oh mon Dieu lady in House of the Dragon? Hold on, I get it. Missaria. Wait, her name is Missaria. Got it. I've got it. Missaria knows where Aegon was. So she wants the thing, like the fight, whatever, between the children to stop. Okay. In exchange for Aegon, which she gave. What's to say it would happen? I don't know. But then I don't know, like, does she have alternative plans? Is she trying to find a way to make it different for him? No, not kidding. No, not sure. But the main thing that really creeped me the hell out was Larys. What is that? That's disgusting. Absolutely sick and vile. So he has a fetish for feet, and that's the price Alicent needs to pay for Larys to do shit for her. I can't, like, you could tell. I was like, what's happening? I was like, she's pulling a Sharon Stone or something, but I didn't understand. I thought she was like feeling tired. Oh, okay, she's removing her leg. But then I saw him staring at her feet, and I didn't understand what was happening. And I know foot fetish is a big thing, and people love that. Fine, you do you guys. I have no judgment in that. But it's just seeing that happen in action and seeing how uncomfortable she is in that moment. It's making me feel sick myself. So that's disgusting on every level. Whatever his... Oh, can he not like be a normal person and just find someone to like go to the brothel and do his stuff there? Like, it's specifically the queen. And she's like, exactly what Rhaenys said. She's in a world of men, in a prison, where she's subdued to their doings. First her father, now then her husband, and now her son. Exactly. And now this Larys Strong. Everyone are in a way taking advantage of her, and I feel like she's not free at all. Like, no matter, even if she's the queen, she will never be free from this world that she has been brought up in. But yeah, guys, I guess that's I'm actually really want to see what the next episode is, and I really want to know what happens. I don't know if it's the finale next week or if it's because I see there are like 10 episodes, but then in some websites it says 11 episodes, so I'm not really sure what that means. But all in all, I'm very excited for the next episode, and this was a very, very interesting episode indeed, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut this short. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you, I guess, in the finale, and if not, see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.